Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Barcast TV. It's May 20th, 2024, and this is the Bar Pro League Season 3. So here we are in round 1. Got 2 players spawning in.
Battle started.
Playing as the blue pieces, we have my man Kuchy. And his opponent in the bottom left, playing as the red Armada commander, Ubavetor. Alt F4. Probably be calling him Alt F4 here. It's so hard to say Ubavetor. And we're playing on a Cetus Crack, so already interesting kind of differences here. See, Alt F4 going for the Arm Com on the 2-mech spawn, and his opponent Kuchy's going for this Cortex. Really tidy open, honestly. 3 mechs into 2 solars is really strong. You get a nice little bit of extra energy here as you finish the factory compared to his opponent, so we'll take a look at that. Factory's like almost halfway done. Uvator's got a different take on the situation. Actually, I like it though, so excuse me for jumping around. You don't need as much metal opening ticks here. I'm curious to know how many he starts off with actually. Like, what was that? 3 1 con, 6 1 con, 6 1 con. It's interesting. And then moves into like 3 pawns, 4 ticks. I have to keep an eye on that and see how he changes it, but yeah, he's just adding on a few wins. Is he going to... I've just been trying to like play this myself. Arm bot opens just to have a little bit of a range here. So first couple ticks coming out, heading across the map. Scurrying across the map. Got a couple of pawns here from Kuchy, just straight away moving out. No radar as of yet, but he's gonna catch his first tick. No. Nice control. Moves it back. Really just moving through. Okay, so you just run past the grunts. It's 2 more ticks, taking the long way around, just continuing to avoid the grunts. It's going to keep an eye on them. Kuchy's adding on a second con here, and LLT in the back of the base is going to keep him safe for a moment, but, you know, can always dodge the lasers moving in from both sides. That's why I have to watch and see how he takes on this single grunt here. Trying to get on both sides of it, I'd imagine. Just gonna dive in. Okay, so what is that? 8 ticks, 2 go down. It's continuing to commit. Finally gets in. So is it 8 ticks, take on 1 grunt. You get 3 left over, 2 left over. Kind of running right into it. It's a lot of good kiting. This con is a little bit exposed. We'll have to see if it goes. He's got 2 exposed cons and a third one coming out here. He must be stalling on metal actually. First pawn is out here. It's going to tank a lot of the shots here from the grunt. The tick is going to get in range. Takes it down. Okay, so that's how you do that. Taking a pawn, beat a grunt. Don't really see these interactions too much, so it's cool to take note. Kuchy moved out with his commanders, capping these mexes. Had to add on a solar there. I think we had a bit of a hiccup in the wind. It's gonna move on to this little plateau here. I'd like to see him put a radar up there. Neither player's got a radar up just yet. Not the best control here out of Kuchy. I think he could have backed up and kited that a little bit more, but he dives in and grabs one of the mexes. Probably should see a Lazarus out here shortly enough. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. See, dove in on the left side or bottom side here with a single tick, and then ends up getting one of the mexes. So that's all it really takes to get value out of those units. They're so cheap. What are they, like 17 metal? Let's take a look at that. Yeah, 17 metal. First Resbot out for Kuchy here. He's gonna go and turn on this metal extractor. I really like to see that. Actually noticed he's doing that in a few of his other games. He's really diligent about turning those extractors back online. Alt F4 is really locking down this forward position here with LLTs. It's interesting. He's got 2 other cons capping these 3 mech spots. Kuchy's down on expanding cons, but he's up on build power in the main. Maybe I'm wrong about that. The commander's still here, and we have a first construction turret here for Alt F4, so really doing a great job. Just getting out these units here. Oh, is he gonna catch this resbot? Oh no. Finds it with the 2 ticks. It's gonna back down. Ah, just gets it. Wow. What's that? 34 metal, killing 110. Instantly remakes another one. That's cool. Well, he's gonna lose a couple more mexes, so it makes sense. So he might lose a solar panel. That single tick is still alive. How is it alive? Must have had an HP buff or something? I don't... He was standing right next to the mechs. This exploder is barely gonna get... Oh, it's so close to finishing. This is frustrating. Con gets taken down. Hey, how's it going?
Sorry if I joined the chat.
Yeah, sorry. I was waiting for, Into Club. I was gonna cast something with him, actually. I was gonna go down to, the Academy private channel. I was gonna bring him down there, but hey, how's it going? I'm gonna jump down there myself.
Alright, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna cast with Into Club here in a second. So, couple of grunts. Dealing with these pawns that cleaned up that earlier run by. More resbots out. Good amount of build power here in the main base. I think Kuchy might be in a little too greedy with it here. He's up on metal income by a good margin. 600 metal difference. His commander's coming back to the main. Okay. Really would like to see a focus on reclaiming this right here. Not even sure what to do on this map when I go split map. But here, idle factory for Uvader's not good. He's reclaiming his solars. Just turns on 10 pawns on repeat. Kuchy getting up an energy storage. Really like to see that. Might be moving into bomber production here. Getting up his A solars, more nanos. Here we go. That's an interesting take. Alright, so you build the vehicle plant down there. Yeah, edge build it with your commander, and then have the con turrets assisting both factories. Okay. Haven't seen that before. Single grunt gets ins, finding damage. Might end up sniping one of these cons here. This is starting to shape up to be a game, actually. Zoom out and see. We know we're on relatively even footing. Not the worst. I like this earlier transition from Alt F4 to vehicles, though. Kuchy's a little bit behind on that. He's stalling metal at the moment. Could probably reclaim these 2 solars if he wanted to. He's going to make some energy converters, actually. Metal differentials is pretty much equalized here. I mean, you've just got roams of groups of pawns roaming the map. Pawns take down LLTs and mechs so fast. Like, you can step into the range of the LLT and just like snipe the mechs and back out. It's like you don't lose the pawn. Like, kills them so quickly. It's like 3 shots. It's hard to see. Oh, don't stand underneath the LLT. Couple scuffles here in the middle of the map. These blitzes. Gonna run down this grunt. Still getting his shots off. It's Hero Grunt. He's got 2 veterancy. He's finally gonna go down. And Alt F4 has got a nice little 2-1 comp here. Some light tanks moving forward with these pawns. Another exploiter just barely is going to finish. Kuchy's going to try and pull him back the con here, but I think that's going to go down. No micro here with the grunts. Into the blender. Wow. Trading a lot of units here. Finally he's going to push this back. Where do those resbots go? It's a 2 here. One's finally on that. Another little res field here behind the line, but Kuchy's gonna run down the army here. Is he gonna run into some D-guns? Don't do it. Just so many units to be rezzed here. A little run by on the top side of the plateau gets dealt with. Kuchy's doing a good job here, Macron. A little bit more energy excess, but finally he's going to bring his commander to the front line after seeing Alt F4 do the same. Mine layer out here. You're going to start setting up mines and LLTs. Can you make exploiters with mine layers? No. No. I hear bombers. There we go. Air transition here from Alt F4. Going bomber first. I really like that. Scout first, excuse me. Got multiple battles here everywhere on the map. This little run bar is going to get surrounded here from Kuchy and dealt with. Kind of a bit of a metal donation. Other two cons are going to get sniped. Trying to put up an exploiter. I think the main battle here is in the middle. Like we have these sort of res balls. These res balls kind of forming or meeting each other here in the middle. I like Kuchy's doing a little bit better job reinforcing this, getting exploiters and raiders up. Run by here, and the south side is going to catch two cons. Really nice job. And a couple of MXs, so really just good back and forth here from both players. Finally, the aircraft is going to be revealed, but here comes the bomber. Just a single bomber, really? Oh, this might get some great value here. Oh, we'll get another pass too, so first run gets off, gets decent amount of wind turbines, but he's not done getting damage yet. It actually equalized the energy difference. Second bomb gets off. Takes out more wind turbines. That's a lot of damage here. Actually could have started affecting his energy. Yeah, see, Kuchy's negative on energy income right now. He's trying to get excuse me, his res ball going. He's gonna have a tough time funding that here. Alt F4 is making medium tanks at the moment, but this is a big army here from Kuchy. He's got a lot of T1 spam with the commander behind it. I think he's going all in here. This bomber is just taking out all of his energy. He's got two advanced solars pretty much powering his economy, plus what Consi's got. These medium tanks are really going to start turning the tide here. Taking on this T1, they have a decent amount of splash damage against this kind of grouped up composition we see. Could even be making some gunships kind of as a meme, but not sure he wants this. Alt F4 wants this right now, given the situation. Pretty dicey here. Kuchy dealt with the bomber, right? But the damage has been done. Like, there's no EG in the main base. He's pretty much completely all in here. He's got to make this push work, and Alt F4 is going to make it easy for him to get the snipe, but Kuchy backed off with his commander. He doesn't even have energy for D-gun there. I think that was his moment, right, to just step forward with his commander and kind of go for it, but just going to rely on this res ball. It's got 2,000 metal in the bank. Both players have floating metal at the moment. I mean, this is your opportunity, man. Step forward. Go for the commander. You're never going to win this battle. He's got medium tanks coming out. And more E than you. Finally, Kuchy's remaking E, but his T1 army is kind of getting petered out here. He's lost most of the res bots. He's just down to 3. No army left. Kuchy's going to try and deny this run by attempt. He's doing a good job microing his res bots back. There's so much metal here. Alt F4 went to his own bot lab, is getting Lazarus out. Does he see the commander? Yeah, he's got to know. I mean, that's the only way you win this game. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Kuchy is thinking that right now, but he's going for a little bit of a run by here, pulling his commander back. See Canis coming out even. Don't see those too often in 1v1s. Aircon's moving out. More resbots here for Alt F4. I think he just won this game. Just has to clear up this little run-by attempt here, but he secured the reclaim field in mid. Did a lot of economic damage. All he has to really do is just macro up. Macro up and make one big push here in the next couple of minutes and seal the deal. Here we go. The army is moving forward. Resbots behind are going to get all this value. Even a couple more mine layers out. He's up to 3 mine layers. Do you just use their build power? They have a little bit. A 50 build power, is it? 40 compared to the con, right? Which is about... Our vehicle con's got 90, so... Not 0 build power, right? I think they use that to actually put the mines down. But they can also be making LLTs, so a great way to kind of pork up the side of your map. Big push here in the center. Alt F4 has made it over to the other side of the map. This guy's main force of stouts here. And Canis is going to get cleaned up, but this little contingent is going to take out all these exploders, I think. It's got more medium tanks on the other side of the map pushing through exploiters. The last of that little run-by attempt gets cleaned up here. There's all this Rex on Alt F4's side of the map, and he's up to 14 resbots now. But Alt F4's commander is out in the open. A lot of medium tanks right here. And thugs. He's being so aggressive with his commander here. He's gonna get off a few D-guns and get some value. But the thugs in the back are kind of scary. He doesn't know those are there. Thugs can run down commanders. This is so, this is so ridiculous. Why is your commander there? Kuchy's rebuilt his E, and he's just down by 250 at the moment, so really good job kind of coming back into the game here. Is this commander gonna get sniped? He's up against a wall, like quite literally. He's backing up to it. He's gonna get a D-gun off. No cloak? Oh my gosh, this commander is getting so low. What is that, less than 50% health? He's not gonna die here, is he? More tanks coming in on the left side. They're getting like flanking damage. This commander's down to like 10% health and get another D-gun off. Oh my gosh, it's so low. Kuchy backs off. Wow, 193 HP left. Finally backs off. There's a huge push on the left side. It's gonna get pretty much everything, right? Another little push is gonna run through exploiters here on the top side of the map. That was so close. Oh my gosh. Now Kuchy's commander's at risk. How the turntables have turned. Couple of Canis in the back here. This is what you have to do with the stop micro. Just like draw a line and sit there and let them shoot, pretty much. Kuchy's gonna move forward into that. He's got a lot more behind it, but like look at this push behind Kuchy's base. Just a bomber chilling. It's gonna land. No need to bomb these wins. These 2 tanks are gonna do that work for him. You can hear a couple of mines going off, right? He's just laying mines in res fields. That's interesting. Good to know. I have to start trying that out. I think we got Inda Club showing up here. Let me bring him in after this game here. We can cast the next 2 games. Kuchy's doing a good job this holding on. He's got twin guards going up behind the main base. He's got a couple of Shuris to try and slow this down. Push in the middle is kind of evaporating over here. Finally, these Canis are getting a lot of value. Kuchy stepping forward with his commander. He's going to try and get some D-guns off. 1 Canis shot lands. It's down to 50% HP. There's 2 more. Goes down. Really nice play. That was a game, for sure.
Battle ended.
Excuse me. That was a pretty good game. Good showing here from Kuchy. He just kind of He was like last minute shows up on the 1v1 scene, but it's definitely a really good team game player, so. Gonna move on to game 2 here on Canis River, so. Great job, Alt F4, winning that first game in the series. Definitely a strong 1v1 player. Tough to play against too. I'm not sure if you all have had the experience of going up against the tick micro, but he's definitely good with it. He knows what he's doing. It kind of contains you and expands behind it. And here we are on Canis River. Let me skip through this little intro. Kuchy versus Alt F4. This is a Bar Pro League, Season 3, round of 16. If you guys like this kind of content, let me know. Hit the like button, leave a comment. I put this tournament on for you guys. We've had a lot of extra help this season. Thanks Full Shock for doing that. A couple more. Should be a good main event. That's going to be actually this coming up weekend. So if you guys want, check that out. For those of you watching this on YouTube kind of after the fact, maybe search around. It's going to be a lot more content for this 1v1 scene. So here we go. Kuchy's going 2 mechs, 2 solars. Okay. Alt F4 doing his standard 1 mechs into ticks. And he's got a very specific build order. I'm gonna have to take a look at this. What is this? 3-1, 4-1. Resbot? I like to see that. 2 pawns, 4. Okay. So goes for 3 ticks into con. Alright, I like that. And he makes another wind, another solar, you know, because wind's dying right now. So then 2 mexes, right? Definitely important to cap these mexes as soon as you can. Kuchy goes, this is cool, I like this. So he's staying on this a little, he's staying on the factory a little longer and assisting out these early scouts. So he takes out one of the ticks, that's a good start. He's making a few wins to kind of fix his E situation at the moment. Is he stalling metal? He's got 82, so he's got just enough metal to kind of finish this LLT off. And start walking, right? So gonna try and assist out the con, but that's not gonna work. Couple of ticks made microed over here. Nice control, actually shooing away these early scouts. Does a nice job cleaning those up. Is he gonna get that? No. So great job here from Alt F4, kind of denying the early damage. Oh, this is frustrating. Is this scout gonna come back in? 2 shots, take it down. Really nice job. Kuchy is continuing to expand. This is like that X Factor build. I like Kuchy's take on this. He does the 2 mechs open, makes the LLT, and then walks. You get the con to finish this 3rd mechs over here, and then it comes back and kind of assists the lab. So here we go. Next. Oh, that was a great catch there. Takes out 2 of those little ticks there. Kind of unfortunate they run into that. There's a rover in the back of Alt F4's base, moving around, trying to get another mechs, but really is just keeping the units back here. Look, all these 4 ticks, 5 ticks are on his side of the map, not harassing. This first Resbot is out getting value. I'd love to see this. There's so much energy on this map on like a 14 wind speed. And like this is pretty much saving him right now. Does that show up in energy produced? Not sure, but he's up about 4k energy produced. Commander has made his way back to the main base. We're up to 2 cons now, and we're just making incisors. On repeat. Another tick goes down. Got a couple of incisors in the back of the main kind of patrolling around. This is cool to see. Is he gonna move out with his commander soon? I'm not sure what he's doing. He's stalling on metal at the moment. And oh, just unfortunately he moves these incisors out just in time for this and saves it. Literally 0 HP left on this Vex and it doesn't go down. So perhaps that's gonna be a target here for our man Alt F4, who knows that's really weakened here. Just continuing to produce. What, he's on 15 metal income? Great job denying this harassment here too. Alt F4 is trying to force it. He loses a pawn and 3 ticks for a mix. That's when the value starts, like, it's not being an equal trade, right? So we have a couple of tanks on the high ground trying to clear out this run by. I'm sure he has to know this is up here, right? It's just too good not to kind of come down off of these hills and harass. So great sense there. Cleans up the 3 pawns. That's huge. Suddenly the army values, like, look at these army value differences, right? 13 incisors, what was that? 1534 metal compared to Alt F4's army, 362. So you do the math, it seems a bit different to me. Kuchy is all in. Look at this. Just no expansions. He's comfortable to stay on. What is that? 7 mexes. When is he gonna pull the trigger here? Okay, so the factory goods are claimed. This is awesome. I love this. He's disguising this really well too. So he's gonna make this. He's grouping up his tanks, right? Here comes the counter harass. This is pretty lucky here for Alt F4. He's gonna get the ticks in the main. He's gonna lose. Oh my gosh, that LLT is doing work shooting over those mexes. So trades 1 mex for all those ticks, but I mean, the army differential is there. Here comes the commander. Finch comes out into Shuri's. Let's go. Does Alt F4 know? Did he see that? He doesn't know. He's like, why do you have an air lab? That doesn't make sense. So this is a pretty tense moment here. Look at these. Look at this push. 616. Land your commander, Kuchy. Come on, boy. Oh my goodness. He's just going in. Look at this. Gets a D gun up, takes off half of Alt F4's army, and here comes 10 medium tanks. Or 10 light tanks. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's game. GG. Kuchy, you madman here. This push is so good. Ah, well done. Really well done there from Kuchy. So we're gonna go to game 3 on Sirada. And takes my boy into club. He had some time to jump on, but just trying to get this one out for you. Trying to get all these games casted before next weekend, so you guys can kind of get hyped and enjoy the storyline so far. So here we are, game 3.
Battle started.
Kuchy versus Alt F4 on Sirada. So this is a bit of a longer game, if I remember correctly. So Kuchy, are you gonna go air lab first? Please go air lab first. We'll have to see. I pause it. Oops, sorry about that. 2x's just a little bit here. Get these opening builds out of the way. Alt F4, once again, 1 mex tick, so next first, same as the first, right? He's got that very specific. I don't know if that's specific. That was super quick. Maybe he knows it. Yeah, here we go. Love this play. 25 wind speed map, you say? Well, to me that says bomber first, right? So let's see Kuchy's take on it and how it fares against someone going 1 mex ticks. Actually goes for a pawn first. What is the movement speed on pawns? 87 movement speed. Ticks are 132. So somehow this pawn, he was lifting his weights earlier. He went for a run. He's in good condition. He must have gone like pawn first and then into those ticks. So here we go. The bomber is out. Goes scout. Scout, Con, Shuri transport, a couple Shuris. Okay. Please put the LOT down. Thank you. Making me nervous here. You should walk around, cap the third max, add on a few more wind turbines. This is great. Look at this. Oh my gosh, completely undefended. Look at this man who knows how to play air. The scout just a second in front of the bomber. Here comes the first run. To see how much value it gets. Gets like 5 wind turbines. Almost gets all of them, right? If this mech had gone off, he would have gotten all of those. So he's gonna come in for another pass. I think that could have been a little better if he came in from this angle. I think he could have pretty much literally gotten all the energy, but look at that. Kuchy's losing wind? No, he loses, wait, 1 max. Kuchy's gonna put another LLT down. Please take the max. He's gonna expand with the aircon. Like to see that. Now we have the units. Okay, the base is surrounded by ticks. All right, and a pawn. Not the end of the world. I think Kuchy plays this differently than I do, but I think you... Here comes the transport rate. This is pretty standard for an air open. You have to like move around and land on the 3 mech spots with your commander, but unfortunately this tick is going to find the mechs in the back. But here, actually, now this situation, this is kind of a bad situation, right? We have, what, 7 mexes here for Alt F4 compared to Kuchy's 3, so the income difference is going to really start adding up. Kuchy doesn't care. He's only down by a little metal. Relatively even energy production? Why is this so... Okay, well, because the wind is at, like, 5. Okay, that's why the wind is so even for at the moment. Alt F4 has remade a few of his wins. He took the time to spread them out. Is Kuchy trying to pick up these ticks? Oh, he's a madman. He's just trying to... This is actually really good control. He's saving these mexes here. Alright, he wants to kill one of these ticks. Oh, it just barely doesn't walk over. Okay, you gotta finish it. Finish the LLT, please. Okay, he takes out the ticks. But look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 cons expanding. The first con turret's almost done. He's got an idle lab, but I don't really think that matters. Like, he just has to put his money into eco and expanding, right? His opponent can't pressure him. I mean, Shuris don't do damage, right? So... a couple of these mexes are online, kind of making up the difference here. It's going to fly back to the main and put down the first con turret. So this is how you kind of transition out of this build, is getting the first con turret, you fly the commander back, finish this up, and maybe get a bot lab down. I will say I like to do this sooner, so what is it? You go, well, like bomber, scout, aircon, and you just get this down as quickly as possible, and then you transport up here, because like you can get the lab reclaimed and the bot lab like going, and then like fly out. Like, that's my 2 cents if I were to kind of critique this at all. You just, the transition is a lot quicker, but with this style you get more Shuris out. But I don't think that's like what's killing him right now. These ticks aren't what's making Kuchy lose the game. I'm assuming, are like, you know, thinking out loud here, right? Like, look how many mexes we're up to now. 17 mexes. Quite the difference. And 1 mex is at least going down here for Kuchy. He's just barely in time to save that with his one of his Shuris. He's gonna grab it and put it in front of the LLT though. This is hilarious. Stuns it and then picks it up with a transport. That's wild. Oh my god, Alt F4 is pushed all the way to middle. He's capped this +5 max. He's up to 41 metal income. He's got 3 con turrets in the main base. Does he ever put this on repeat? Okay, so here it is. Now he's just changing it, but it was 1191. Here comes another bomber. Like it. Is this how he makes up the metal difference? That's such a juicy, juicy bombing run right there. Jeez Louise. So I guess the AA is to just deal with the kind of Shuris here. Alt F4 is expanding like crazy. He's doing a really good job like making radars. Kuchy's kind of taxed at the moment, doing so many things at once, right? He's microing Shuris, bombers, dropping his commander, trying to micro against these run-bys. Now he's got grunts with Shuris versus pawns, which is like just infinite value, right? The first crossbow is going to take out 3 of those Shuris. All the Shuris go down. Now we're just left with grunts versus pawns, which isn't like the end of the world. Oh my gosh, look at this value though. Nice arc here. He's going to get both of these crossbows. Those don't shoot land units, but I mean, he's just making a bunch of LFTs up here in the high ground. Doesn't want to get sniped. Kuchy fixing his E with his commander over by these 3 mech spawns. Push here in the middle is going to apply some counter pressure here, so at least kind of trying to equalize the score. Just sitting at half the income, but is down by 3k metal here. I appreciate this open though. These side mixes will start adding up eventually. So he's continuing to cap those. Now he's up to 2 aircons, kind of fixing these. Look how fast these actually. Not focus on the battles or the map. We'll just watch 2 aircons peacefully construct that metal extractor. So a little bit of a run by here. It's gonna get dealt with by the line of blitzes and pawns. Alt F4 is up to his 2 factory production. Really great spread on con turrets. They can just flip back and forth between these 2 factories. Spewing out units. He's got his geo up. Gotta fix his E issues. Kuchy's got a build power problem, right? Metal bar is full. And, well, for a second he did, but his energy storage just finished, so it's gonna take a second to fill up before he's back to a full energy bar. Continuing to fly the commander around. I like this. Really got to be greedy with that. Couple of exposed wounds here, but hey, that's what you got to do sometimes. You got to take some risks. Kuchy hasn't reclaimed the air lab yet. There's really no need to. Look at this scout just patrolling back and forth in the middle. Beautiful. The player view here for a second for Kuchy. Doesn't see all these units on the left side. Doesn't know those are there. I think this is going to be a big counter push. He's trying to make some Shuris out. A couple pounders would do a lot of work here if he can get him to any of these 2 choke points, but he's going to go into incisor production. Blitzes are actually hilariously good against Shuris. Like, not sure why, but 2 Shuris are stunning this army. This is insane. Oh my gosh, so much value. Jeez, they're so good. Wow, but look at this army on the other side. How are you gonna deal with this, right? 5 more tanks rolling up on this 3 mech spot. I think Kuchy's gonna lose all these wind on the bottom side here too. Yeah. Not good to see. Suddenly there's just units everywhere, right? Commander is dropping over here on the other plateau. Well, Kuchy's desperately trying to clean this up, so he's continuing to expand. You got to do that if you want to stay in the game. He's got some resbots out to clear up this field. Okay, so many units right here, right? So he can do what he can to kind of get those picked back up, but I'm almost thinking it'd be better to reclaim this, right? It's like, I'll say my piece maybe on resbots. I'll just pause here. It's like, there's a tempo advantage in 1v1s. And yes, there's 1k metal, you can like make another army, but that's never going to get rezzed, right? It's like you're never going to be able to sit here and get that value, right? So it's best when you're stalling metal, 3 res bots, right? That's not enough build power to pick this up immediately, right? Just reclaim it and put that into units here. That's my 2 cents. I see players rezzing when they should be reclaiming. You have to like factor in the tempo of the game when you make the decisions, like am I rezzing or am I reclaiming here? Where's his commander at? Kuchy, what are you doing, bud? Okay, he's just capping this mix. I thought he might be going for like some kind of base drop, but yeah, there's an end metal in that base. Big push here in the center. A couple of Sherry's come in and doing work stunning, but thankfully there's a rezzed crossbow in the back to kind of save the day here. Great job here, killing all of those res bots. It takes so much of the momentum out of Blue's position here, kind of camping that res field. Single Twin Guard is going to hold down the fort. Jesus, that's tanky. Oh, it was getting repaired by these two conturts. It's still up, getting value. Oh my god, 7 kills. Hero Twin Guard turret. I hear the commander. Yes, he did go for the drop. You gotta do what you gotta do. There's no army here. It's all the way on the other side of the map. This is crazy. Couple of tanks aren't gonna do it, man. I mean, he's standing underneath an LLT, but okay, now this is kind of getting out of hand. Takes out the LLT, backs up. Oh, that's so unfortunate. He doesn't have energy there to degun. Gets the factory. Okay. A beamer is trying to get up. Oh no, Kuchy! Just barely gets that. Does he have a transport made? He reclaimed his lab. Where's the transport? Kuchy's stuck. Oh, now there's a medium tank out. You can just micro these against commander. He's gonna cloak and walk away. Is there a radar here? Did you see that? Oh my gosh, you have to like walk where the vehicles can't go, right? Alt F4 doesn't know where he's at. Sorry, there's a huge battle on the other side of the map I'm missing, isn't it? No, Kuchy's just like all in. Oh my gosh, this game is crazy. Okay, so Alt F4 cleared up all the expansions here. Kuchy's got his army coming, like his main army moving down. Trying to free his commander. I don't know if he can push through this beamer though. How does he win this game? There's a bunch of blitzes. Okay, not moving back, kind of defending the commander. Alt F4's remade a vehicle lab by his commander. Making cons, that's good to see. I mean, easy, but how do you micro out of this? Kuchy, do you walk back to this ledge over here and circle around? Oh, these Janus got so much value. That army disappears. Too many tanks on the high ground. Kuchy's commander is still isolated. Alt F4 has to know that's still there, right? He doesn't see the commander. There's no radar, no vision over there. This is so tense right now, but I think this is kind of closing out. The T1 army is kind of evaporating. Alt F4 has got another lab over here. And here comes more blitzes. I don't think you're going to be able to repair your way out of this one. Yeah, these blitzes are just going to roll through the known dossier of Kuchy. I think that's going to seal the deal here. Just no way back into the game. He's got a few units streaming across the map, but there's no way to kill the production, so Kuchy's going to step forward with his commander. He's about to run out of energy here. Poor Cloak. Just no wind turbines left on the map, so there he is, depowered. See the commander, don't you? Not yet. He wants to force the situation, right? You're gonna have to kill my commander if you want the W. Janus step back into the main base. Blitzes come up and Kuchy's commander goes down, so GG, well played. That was a great little series. I like that. Well played by both players, but
Battle ended.
appreciate you guys watching. So if you like this content, make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment, let me know, and be sure to bring the rest of Group A to you guys here soon. So see you in the next one.